Housewife Eclectic, and this is my trusty sidekick,
Sophie.
This is Sophie. She's my 10-year-old. What grade are you going into, Sophie?
5th grade.
5th grade. Can you believe that, guys, that I have a 5th grader? So today we just wanted to talk to you about all of our tips and tricks that we've learned over the years that have made our mornings go super smoother. I'm not a morning person at all. She's a little bit of a morning person, depends on the morning.
I just hate being waked up by an alarm clock.
Oh, yeah, she hates being waked up by an alarm clock. And my husband's like the like sickeningly chipper person who like is whistling as he gets ready for work. So we wanted to talk about how we've kind of reconciled all that and made our mornings go smoother. This video is sponsored by Del Monte as part of an influencer activation, and all ideas, projects, things like that are all my own as she sits here and eats the Del Monte bubble fruit that she can't keep her hands off of. So let's go ahead and get started and show you all of our tips and tricks. So probably my favorite thing that we have done is this lunch cart. I mean, I feel like this transformed our mornings. So every category is broken up into a shelf or a box, and so the kids can make their own lunch. So let's start with the top shelf. What is the top shelf?
Grain.
Okay, and what do you grab from the grain shelf, Sophie?
You grab crackers or sandwiches.
Yes. So we keep crackers and sandwich stuff on this shelf. So for us, that's usually peanut butter and jelly sandwich. My younger daughter is going into kindergarten this year, so she likes turkey and cheese, so there might be some of that stuff in the fridge. Okay, so what's our second shelf?
It's fruit, and we have many things in that one, especially Del Monte bubble fruit, and I love Del Monte bubble fruit.
You love Del Monte bubble fruit? Okay,
So
guys,
good.
like, I don't know if you've seen this new fruit. She's like, we've got an open one here, and she's like freaking out over it. So I don't know if you guys have seen this new product from Del Monte, but it's super, hey, save some for later. Actually, you don't have to, you can eat it. She's like, I don't know if you guys have seen this new bubble fruit, but it's for this one, for example, is pearberry pomegranate, so it has pears, and then it has those boba beads in it, that like when you put them in your mouth, they pop, they burst with flavor, huh?
Yep.
She, like, the very first time I was like, here, try this. She was like, I'm not sure what this is. And then she put it in, like, what do you think of those beads?
I love them. They squish in my mouth. When I put it in between the roof of my mouth and my tongue, and then it like squished and it felt weird, but I liked it.
You liked it. So that's one thing that I love. I always make sure that these are on our shelf, and these are, I think these are only available at Walmart. So but I always make sure these are on my shelf because I love that it's a fruit, and she loves to eat it so much. Okay, so what's the bottom shelf?
Drinks.
The bottom shelf is drinks. So sometimes that's water bottles or juice, or my kids both have their own water bottles, and so sometimes we just fill those up, huh?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. And then after you get everything on the cart, where do you go?
We go directly to the fridge.
You go to the fridge, and what do you get out of the fridge?
We get a dairy and a vegetable.
A dairy and a vegetable. So for us, so veggies are a lot of times carrots or celery sticks. My younger daughter loves celery sticks and peanut butter, so sometimes she grabs a little peanut butter too. Or when we have cherry tomatoes for this one, she loves cherry tomatoes, so she'll grab a little bag of cherry tomatoes. And then our dairy bucket has string cheese and yogurt and things like that in it, so they grab one of those. This has made our mornings so much easier because they can make their own lunch while mom and dad are getting ready for work and things like that. And what's the best part of this?
You get to choose whatever you want.
She gets to make her whole lunch, but I get to know that she's having a well-balanced lunch. She's getting her fruit, she's getting a vegetable, she's getting a drink, so I know that she's getting all of those nutrients that they need. And what I love is that since we started doing this and since she started picking everything herself, she started eating her whole lunch. And so that's made it like so comfortable for me to know that. Another thing that we have started doing in the morning is our checklist. So she has a daily checklist and a weekly checklist. So it's got her chores and stuff on it, but it also has things like get dressed, make your bed, make your lunch. Those are all things that we know we're supposed to do in the morning.
Yeah, and that really helps because one time I accidentally forgot to make my lunch.
Yeah, so sometimes you forget things that you know you're supposed to do. So this checklist is always helpful, right?
Yep.
What's another thing that you like to do?
I like to lay out my clothes the day before school.
And how do you lay out your clothes?
I lay it out like a person. Like I lay the shirt right top, then the pants and the socks and the shoes. I like make a little person on the floor.
Guys, she has always cracked me up. She doesn't want to lay all of her clothes in a pile. She wants to lay them like a person. So she lays the shirt and then the pants and then the socks, and she'll stick the top of the socks into the shoes. It's really funny and really cute, huh?
Yep.
It really helps because she doesn't have to think about it. Now, we are a little bit lucky in the morning because my kids do wear uniforms at school, so they only have so many choices that they can put on anyway. But it's really helpful for us to, like, that's not something she has to think about. She just gets up and puts it on. Also, I wanted to let you guys know, right now, when you buy the Del Monte bubble fruit and when you buy other things like the Stretch Island fruit leather, you can enter to win. You can enter the back to school sweepstakes before 9:15, and you can enter to win a chance to win a $50,000 scholarship for your kids. Wouldn't that be amazing to have $50,000 towards school?
Mm-hmm.
That would be pretty cool, huh? So there will be a link to the sweepstakes in the video description, so make sure you check that out. And also, trust me, you're just going to want to buy the bubble fruit, huh? She's like not even going to talk about it. She's just going to eat it.
Bubbles.
Bubbles. So go ahead and check that out. And there are lots of other prizes plus the $50,000 scholarship. So